Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to AnimeHealthcenter. And today we are back again. Honkai Star Rails. We're going to the story quest with you. We're on part right now, and this is one of the first times I've ever tried to actually record a video standing up, because I have a stand-up desk now, which is really cool. I don't know, it feels a bit weird for sure, but it's something I could get you. Definitely, no. I don't know how long I will try to stand up, but definitely helps me with not falling asleep on beyond. I've been feeling like,
Oh, my. Could it be that the great tree painted in this mural is actually depicting me?
oh, yeah,
Every
could be.
plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as fruit, to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed.
This mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer
But I
to the
hope you all are
question,
doing
what
great.
exactly are we?
I didn't say that before. I hope everyone will great. If not, well, I hope you have somebody you can talk to.
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawnfloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
The entire plan is stored in my memory, so why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old, 2 years old.
Okay. Really?
Oh my! Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages must hug his Dromastal to sleep? How interesting.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every Titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
This... Could this be The inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of the Thesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Not only that, he also
And now you
believed
just
that
talk like
life,
just some
as
two
well as the
nonsense.
composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Anaxa, you...
I did it, teacher!
But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm, even to this day.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye. Equivalent
I
exchange.
see. That's how I don't have a missing eye.
All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
That's I guess that's when eye gives a little bit more time. That's
Let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires. You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you like to study?
I wish to continue the Thesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
Hold on 1 second. All right. We're going to on our little journey. Now I think it went back a little bit because so what happened was when I paused the video, when I said to you guys just wait a second, well, a lot of things happened at the same time, but so basically there was an electrician. He was gonna come here and install something. Like he was the building they sent us before was like they were going to do some electricity stuff. I don't know how to explain it, but they installed some kind of electricity meter, I think the name is, if I translate in English. So they had to obviously turn off the power in the house and everything, of course, to do anything with the energy. So I had to close the P, right away and stuff like that. So because I was scared that we were gonna start right away, so I wanted to close everything down so electricity doesn't suddenly shoot back in. So I did that, and then I also went and grabbed my new Ethernet cable that I told you guys about before. I can't say really if I feel the internet being faster or something like that. Um, but like, of course, the thing that increases the internet speed most is of course your subscription or whatever you call your box and stuff like that, like your internet plan, whatever you would call it, right? Unless we increase that, of course, we're not gonna get more speed out of it. But the Ethernet cable that I had before was super old. Like, when I say super old, I mean really old. So I was like, yeah, it's time to change it because the cables are like broken. It's like some stuff are broken. Sure, it worked and everything. I was like, I think it would be good time to change it, and it didn't cost that much either. So yeah, the HDMI cable comes tomorrow. I'm gonna try and see how that looks like, how that works out. I might not even use it, to be honest, but at least I wanted to see. At least I have two. Sure, why not? Both DisplayPort and HDMI for the future, you know. So that's not a very bad idea. But I had the trouble with connecting the Ethernet cable. Like, it worked to insert everything. That wasn't the problem, but I think the problem was my PC. I think the Ethernet port on my motherboard, I don't know if it's bugged or something wrong with it, but like, I got it working now, or it could just be my internet. I think, no, I think it's my port and the internet at the same time, because what happened was that, when I tried to unplug it and plug it back in, it stopped working. It didn't connect. Like, it doesn't show the green light. You know how usually it's connected. It didn't show. So what I had to do is close the PC, then turn off my power supply, my PCSU and everything. So turn off everything. Then when I waited for like 10 to 20 seconds, I turned it back on. Then suddenly, boop boop boop, shows green again. I'm like, oh my god, okay, so it actually works. But every time I disconnect it and reconnect it to the Ethernet port, it doesn't show green anymore. So if I were to disconnect it right now, it will not show green again if I if I insert it back in. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know. I'm just glad it works now. Okay, I'm just glad it works now. Whether it would work tomorrow or the day after that, I don't know. We take it as it comes, you know. I don't really know. So all I know is I ended when there was like this not cutscene, but our little conversation here. I don't know where we at exactly. There's a button
As a
here.
result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as fruit, to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed.
I don't even remember how much I recorded for the last video. Like, kind of hard to... No, I just started on the other way. I'm pretty sure I just started. Because we haven't even moved anywhere. We're still here. So I think... I'm gonna record like... Yeah, I just record a whole hour or 40 minutes or something here. I think it's gonna be somewhere around there. I'm wondering what's gonna happen if I press here. Skip. Wait, what skip? What skip? No, I don't want to skip.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the reason Titan has...
No, I remember this. I remember this.
For all we know.
Hold on. I remember.
Since you are aware of it.
From my perspective. Therefore, what then?
The entire
Because I
plan...
remember they need to go into a... Here, hold on.
Oh my.
That's enough.
Yeah, I remember.
This is a present
Did this
that my
skip to
sister
where I
gave to me.
was?
So there are...
Don't you just love to? It won't take long. When I was young,
This...
But I'm scared they're gonna
Indeed
skip
it
the whole
was.
conversation. I don't want to
not
do...
only that, since all living things...
Anaxa.
Here.
I did it. But this is absolutely your beloved.
Wait, hold
Calm
on.
down, teacher. She's
Talk
still
about
not in the mortal...
Talk this.
It was naive of me to think that I equivalent exchange.
Talk about this. Talk
Let
about
it
this.
go, Anaxa. Never do
Talk about this.
something taboo.
Don't get this.
Since I was... You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
Maybe here. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you like to study?
I wish to continue Thalesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
I like how this aspect ratio is like perfect for you guys. Well, perfect. I mean, it looks really good. Guys on everything this ratio, but if I do the alter, like I'm gonna call it wide and ultra wide. I know there's a 57 which is way bigger as well, so that was like, yeah, I guess, but I'm just gonna call ultra wide and what would I'm just gonna call it the normal one as wide, and then the one I have is ultra wide, and there's Neo 57, you know, yeah, 57. That one is mega. Okay, so for people who have an ultra wide, again, you guys will see this as like super good, or if I played it on like super wide. But why am I keep explaining the same thing over? Have you guys noticed that, by the way? I sometimes I notice that it's like I'm explaining the same thing I have told you guys before. I'm pretty sure I told you guys this before as well. Maybe I just didn't mention part, like the first part where I was like, okay, for you guys, when you see it, it will probably look good in the aspect ratio that I'm playing out right now. But then the rest, I used to. What?
No,
Okay.
teacher.
I'm just gonna
After
shut.
my fleeting
I'm gonna
glimpse
shut.
of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of the souls is but the tip of the iceberg.
And also, I'm not gonna talk about that. Relax. No more. Sorry, no more. I think I've explained that so many times already. If you don't get it, don't get it. But I think you see it for yourself anyways. Like I said, I'll try to make a video with the ultra wide, and you will see how it looks like. You can just search. Actually, you just search up. You just you search up the ultra wide. I forgot this ratios, but not the 3000 one. Something with 5000 something. That one. The troubleshooting, the internet. I pretty got not even joking. That thing took almost more than an hour back and forth. Like it wasted so much on my time. I swear. And for 1 second, I thought my Ethernet cable, the one that I had, was broken. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll go and grab the new Ethernet cable that I bought. Because I was gonna wait till tomorrow to grab both the HDMI and that cable at the same time, so I don't go back and forth. But now I was like, okay, then I went and grabbed that, you know, from the parcel, and then came back here. Then internet problem happened.
I may have lost an eye,
We lost so much.
but my view of the world has become clearer than ever.
Like, I lost so much time here. I'm like so sad, honestly. But to fix it, I should probably just quiet and just start playing the game, yeah?
I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours?
It's like Odin, isn't it? Didn't Odin do the same thing? Like he sacrificed like his eye to... I don't know, it was something like that. I don't know, it sounds so familiar. I feel like I've heard it before. Like Odin did like the same thing with sacrifice, something like that. Probably wrong, but I remember he sacrificed his eye.
However, this story doesn't
knowledge?
seem to
Was
be
it for
connected
knowledge?
to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it.
Damn.
My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into. Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom?
Damn.
Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa.
Oh my god, I just realized everyone else don't see her except for Anaxa. So he's just talking to absolute nothing. He's like talking to air. So when people look at him, he's just like looks like he's crazy or something.
I saw you muttering to yourself
there it
and
is.
was wondering whether you were caught in a
There it is.
delirium of reflective thought.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt
just
you, but time
absolute
is of the
ice that
essence.
And people must have like see him just talk to himself.
I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival, so please depart forthwith.
It's finally time.
My goal for today is
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges against that Lady Goldweaver.
Oh, okay. What was I saying? I didn't even saying anything. Wait, what was I saying? I lost in thought. Wait, hold on. I was gonna say something. Well, if you forget it, it was probably not important. Let's ignore it. Well, I already forgot it, so who cares? Continue. Until I remember it and I will just...
Dromas draped in finery.
Who's speaking? Who's speaking?
Avoid his gaze.
Oh,
I don't
them.
acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromus as well? You must really like those creatures.
I think we can have Anaxa on, right? Yeah, he's a trial. I can just walk around like as him. But like it makes more sense, you know. What was I gonna say though? I mean, of course you don't really just get important stuff. Must mean it's not that important. That's not true either. Because even if something like super important, you can still forget it.
I
Like,
hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
people always say that, you know.
This is what
Like,
being a scholar is
oh,
about.
you forgot
A
it.
collision of
Probably not
ideas only
important. I'm like,
occurs when there are differences in beliefs.
I guess,
and it
but
is such collisions that
not
lead to
really.
progress.
I think still
Yet, in my view,
it's
Lord
still-
Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead.
Okay,
I'll
well,
take my leave for now.
thank you, runner, military runner. I'll see you around. I really like how he shoots though. Look how cool that is. That is so cool though. But I'm saving for Hyacinth. How much do we have? We have quite a lot for Hyacinth because I bought a little extra as well because, well, So of course background thing. This I needed it because I was like, I mean, I'm a spender at the end of the day. This is like the end of their anniversary that was. So I was like, you know what? It's something that you doesn't happen every day. You know, happen once a year or something.
Welcome
Anniversary.
to the Demigod Council, esteemed guests.
Yes, thank you so much.
Lord Anaxagoras, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity.
Well, I mean, sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, not really. Technically, I mean, sure, we're standing in front of you, but technically, no, I'm dead.
Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
Yes, you missed the part where I said
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed.
Ooh, alright.
And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows. Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the
Very
reputation of the Seven
disrespectful.
Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
So, you wish to start a war?
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind. Conflict
Since when did we
is
say?
inevitable.
When did we call for war?
Since
What are you talking
Aglaya
about?
endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and metal the citizens of Akama are so entitled to.
Bruv, since when did we declare war? We never did such a thing. You guys wouldn't have a chance. What? We're demigods. What are you talking about? What are you possibly gonna do? Except just stacking bodies. Not gonna happen. Like, I mean, they have. I mean, honestly, actually, now that I look at this place, they probably have like some crazy technology to fight back. But I mean, we're a demigod for a reason, right? But still, I think they probably have some crazy, powerful stuff. I don't know. Just some kind of BS thing to be able to fight against gods that they never use to help us because. I don't know, they just wanted to keep them for themselves in case, I know, the Chrysos heirs suddenly turns on the cities. I don't know.
As to your question
BS
of
like
whether
that?
peace is still a viable option, well, to
Because then it would be
that, I
like,
can only say
why would you not
this.
have used it in the very
Everything
beginning? You know, like,
hinges
oh,
on the next
on our
citizens' assembly and
flame
whether they
chase
have a
journey, why
sudden
would they not just have
epiphany
just
amid the clamor of the
gave it to us
masses.
and helped us on this journey instead of just leave it behind and just, oh.
And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles.
Sorry, I was not on the piece.
It seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters, just like how there are two types of people in this world: geniuses and dimwits.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that we're gonna end the conversation if I move any further.
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras.
Demigod Council?
Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akkama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akkama's history. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Era Chrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Wait. Isn't that a core flame? Yeah, I'm missing something. Is that literally a core flame I'm watching right now? Like this one?
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Jesus.
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have, as expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. You're well aware how valuable Circe's core flame will be in the Era Chrysia that you are desperately pursuing. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I remember last time, honestly, when we were like in a very bad place, where we had a lot like of things to remember during Pentaconi's story. I think like I skipped through most of it. I just just keep pressing continue when they were speaking, like as fast as possible to just get to the. I remember I did that. Like I think here's honestly the thing. Like I said before a long time ago, many times before, I keep saying it every time because it can always be questions. There's like I've done this for 4 or 5 years now, and I literally have no viewers. There's not a lot of people watching, but for me, I don't know, like I've been stuck to I'm having so much fun recording these videos. No one's really watching, right? But that's why sometimes I feel like maybe better sometimes it's okay to just skip some stuff, because there's thousands of people who probably done a full playthrough with it, unvoiced and voiced, of course, you know, streamers and stuff like that. But I was like, well, they are not me. That did well, hopefully that didn't come out wrong. Like, it's not like I'm saying I'm better, which I am not. But I mean, like, you know, when I watch this video, or when I make these videos, and it feels like when I look back at them, I can feel that that's me. I played through that, you know, I commentated through it, I told you my thoughts about some stuff like that, if I have any thoughts on stuff, you know, and I can always watch back, you know, because I want to have these videos, like, to be able to one day watch back, or just to have some memory of me doing something. What do I like to do the most? Well, play games. I don't draw that much anymore, but I still have the itchy feeling sometimes to just draw, you know. I still have my other computer on, so technically I can draw and everything. Or technically I could connect the tablet, drawing tablet, or not the drawing tablet, the drawing screen that I bought for, like, I don't know how much, so much, but that one, and I could draw with that, and looking, but those colors is accurate though, because OLED shows way better colors. So it's a bit inaccurate, way more clear, but I can always see on you know, the original screen that I'm drawing on anyway.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they
basically
need.
just that it maybe sometimes it's okay to skip.
As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders
there's not a lot of people
never
really watches,
shortchanges
no
its
one gonna
allies.
complain about it, except
Since we're both
myself,
intent
like,
on
why did I
mutual
skip?
cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak
Otherwise,
plainly
no
to
one
each
is
other.
honestly saying anything. No one watching. So sad.
Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like
What can I say though?
true philosophers. With our
If you don't have the
words
talent, you don't have the
and
talent.
wisdom.
It's like anything else, you know. Sorry, what? Alright, let's begin. Yes. Go.
Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaya. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akkama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
I'll be real with you. Like, thing is, at first, like I said before, I was like, yeah, that's probably what he's this, but there's always something probably for himself. So it's like he doesn't really stand by the Chrysos heirs and their, you know, her flame chase journey, but he doesn't really stand with the council either. Like, he's just trying to benefit himself in some way, but I don't know how. I just that's what I feel about the character itself. Like, he doesn't, I feel like he has this feeling where it's like he doesn't really like Aglia, but he doesn't really hate her either. Like, he's prepared to execute. You just need a vessel who forbid.
I believe you're aware of Castorus the Executioner. Long before I returned to Akama, Aglaya had already dispatched her to monitor me. If I weren't able to reach this place in time, I would have been forced to meet Thanatos first. As compared to a comprehensive plan with uncertain results, if you decide to cut open my chest and remove the core flame, wouldn't that settle her nerves even more? Everything is in place. She just needs the right timing.
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes, and the citizens' blood will be shed. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Garnering my support is equivalent to warning of the entire group. I will be the one to shatter Aya's self. What are you willing to do for RST? That they can.
Aglaya's authoritarianism, conceit, and arrogance have granted her unfettered control for the most part. Yet these traits are also her greatest weakness. If I can render her helpless by forcing her to experience the agonizing pain of betrayal, I am certain she will never recover from such a setback.
Surely you don't believe that such a tiny betrayal will be enough to push her to her wit's end.
What's more, there are many who remain silent, merely watching to see how much chaos I can unleash. Not to mention, you know full well that the Chrysos heirs have never been a united front.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
Not bad. How absurd. My loyalty is unquestionable. That is you have to kind of have to take that with a grain of salt, you know. You see, if you see an opposite team, one of the members of the opposite comes to your side and said, "Oh well, you know, I will help you guys because I don't like my side anymore," you know, which means you're betraying side, right? First of all, how sure are you this person is not just trying to do some BS here or and destroy you from side, right? That's the first thing. How can and second thing, he's like, oh yeah, I'm super like I'm you know, I'm very trustworthy and I would never, you know, betray you guys. It's like, well, you betrayed your own people. I don't know. It's like, how can we even, like, in my eyes, it's like the psychology of just this is the only one I can explain good enough for you guys to understand, because we're literally playing gacha game. You know how in gacha game they have this where it's like you see a deal, something is like super doesn't cost that much. It's like a first step for you to step in, pay game. It's like first you said no, I don't want to pay anything. I don't want to pay anything. I'm not gonna buy anything at all. Nothing. And then suddenly, what are they doing? They give you some kind of, oh, this is for just $0.99. Come on, just you get all of these things. Don't you want these things? This costs like nothing. Just like, oh damn, it's not even $1 almost, or it's just maybe I mean it's like $1, right? It's like, damn, it's just $1. It's fine. It's like it's just $1. Then something else comes up. It's like, oh, but look at this. This costs $2, and you get all of these. Trust me, these are good things. You're like, oh, it's not that bad. I already paid for the $1 before. It's okay. I get it. It's good value. And then comes more. They'll be like, oh, you remember the $2 one? We have this crazy deal for you guys. $5, and you get this, all of this, and this character as well. Now I'm just playing, like, saying just random mobile games, gacha games, anything at all. Okay, these items, like these or these materials, these things, these weapons, whatever, right? And then you be like, yeah, I mean it's $5. It's I mean I already paid for like the $1 and $2, and that was kind of valuable. I really liked it. I progressed way further. It was really. It's just $5. Okay, it's $5. It's like it's building up to be more willingly to use or spend, right? Basically, when later on when something else comes as $10, you're already in. You're like, all right, I'll pay. You know, not everyone is like that, but usually that's how it. Psychology of that thing kind of works. So you see how I mean when I explain it now, how it's more likely you want to spend, right? How, sir, my loyalty is unquestionable.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Goldweaver, is currently on her way to Dawncloud.
Oh?
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case, I'm glad that she's arriving here. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame. No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead.
You know what would be a cool or fun in a way? Like I kind of almost wish it was this way. No, it's gonna take too long to explain. I think. I just wanted. What if Aglaya was more of like actual instead of being very like, obviously like somebody who was trying to help us, and of course the flame chase journey, everything. Like, what if we had like Aglaya to be enemy, sinister enemy, like would just not hesitate to kill anybody. Like he's like insane. That'd be kind of cool. She's like, at any time, you know, you see her on screen or sweat. She's like Homelander. Like they made Homelander such a good character that every time he's just feel uneasy. Doesn't matter what it is. Does he can just he can just be breathing. You can just see breathing. You just feel uneasy. Just like sit there and be like, Homelander, gonna do? He's breathing. Oh, guys, he's breathing. Oh my god, he's breathing heavier. Something's going on. He's thinking about something. Like something like that. You know, like he's unhinged. You've seen what he does. How like he just not mentally. What if you have that same aura for Aglaya? Like she'd be evil. Like she just walks in and you'd be like, oh my god, is Aglaya. Oh shoot, we are all dead. That kind of deal. I like that aura, dude. Ooh. Like some shows do it really well where they have a character who I love that because every time they're on the screen, they demand your attention. Like they don't have to tell. They don't have to do an action. They are just there, and you're just focused. That's what I like. When you build up a character so good that they don't have to try to do anything. They are just there, and you just locked in. You can just, like I said, like the main characters, everything, they will do their own thing, blah blah blah. He just walks in. He can just be standing there, like, oh my god, we are screwed. No.
Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time.
Brother, there's not gonna be a next time. No karma's gonna be able to catch up to him. Manasaka is almost dead.
Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the
I don't even
true
think he
nature
believes
of
in karma.
souls.
I don't even think he believes in karma.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall see then.
I feel like that robot guy that we saw or that thing is gonna be like
I've
one
gotta
of the
say
enemies that we're gonna
you've
fight.
managed to really impress me
You're correct.
again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after, hmm?
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answers soon enough.
Damn, you're gonna tease her like that.
I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
Ah, damn. I also love to see smart people do smart people things.
An expected visitor. Welcome once again.
You know, like you just realize how smart Arthur is by the character they make. Like if they make a smart character, right? You'll be like, oh my god, the character is so smart. He's like 200 IQ, it feels like. I mean, sure, they'll build up some BS terminology or words or how system things work. And of course, as a creator, of course, everything about it inside and out. And this character just know everything. So it's like, oh, how does this power work? Oh well, it works like this. Blah 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 blah. And then you do like this, blah blah blah, and then combination this and here blah 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 blah, and this turn into that. So you're like, wow, he's so smart. But actually, like, legit things that they do that maybe is not around, like or stuff like that, like, you know, playing some or their plans and like some stuff like that that makes you go at the end of it, like when you see the result, you're like, oh my god, that's what you're thinking. What? Like, you couldn't even think about it, you know? Then you kind of realize, like, I mean, that kind of reflects the author though, because the author made that plot happen. He did all of that.
You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali. I have no reason to refuse you, do I?
You may not,
Oh,
but
sorry,
kindness has.
I think the mic might pick.
Whoever gets
I just
hold
hit
of
it.
Kefali's core flame will
By
get to
accident.
rule over Akama. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
Very true.
Why do I feel like he's like the biggest fanboy of Anaxa ever?
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the world bearer.
And he... Wait, I didn't know he could... Wait, I don't remember he could stir. Yeah, I'm not paying attention.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person.
Oh, he just revealed it now. I thought so. I was like, I didn't remember him talking like them before.
Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey. Oh, a bygone myth tells of an
That's very
occasion
interesting.
where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the holy mountain. Their followers have
Can you
since
stop?
believed
Can I
that
see through your
scaling
body?
this
I
Titan
can.
cliff is one
That's
way
so
of
cool.
being with the
Ah, I see myself.
god.
What?
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
That is cool. That was cool. All this character looks so cool, you know. I can't just summon for it. Need to wait for Hyacinth. I don't know, people were like aiming on where it's like you don't technically you want Hyacinth, right? But at the same time it's like people were like Hyacinth is not even the like they saw her light cone, everyone's like, oh my, her light cone is actually like, instead of pulling for her, just pull for light cone. What? I haven't even seen what the light cone does. I'm beyond.
Go on ahead. Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
Alright.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this journey. I believe Carefully will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to Carefully than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
How does he know so much? Brother knows. He just came out of nowhere and suddenly just knows everything.
I hope things go as you say, then.
Like, jeez.
Putting a child of justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world, which is on the brink of destruction.
Okay, soon 1 hour. Already recorded quite a lot. Want to continue? I kind of want to be able to chapter 2. Yeah, but this is part 3 of the video.
Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawn Cloud's peak.
It is so cool.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. All they have are magnificent facades. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
So I guess he's gonna ask where Thanatos is.
I must be
Where he
getting
can
ahead
find
of
Thanatos,
myself
maybe?
to be expecting to hear something nice from you.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things. Alright, we're just a short hike away from Kefali. No time to waste here.
Alexa?
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now?
This duo, man.
I know how far I can go, so just hold your tongue and come along.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
Wow, wow, very real. Thank you.
Who is that? Cersei's? Hey, look at that.
Huh? What should I be looking at?
Wait, what?
Am I hallucinating? Or do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
Dude, look at this place though. Joe. I feel like sometimes I don't take enough time to. One thing that I like the most is like places like where it feels like you're super tiny. It's so cool. Wait, I see that. I see that. But I haven't gone to do the longest, which I never have time to do. I want to do as much as possible, unless I play like Star Wars. I was gonna say Sword Master because I literally forgot what the name of the game was. Yeah, it's almost an hour. I feel like this is probably good. So we did. Olive distance chapter 2. Yeah, we're still in shaft. Let me go into what we're. Step 1, step 2. Follow message. Continue climbing. Carefully find message. Okay, so we soon. We basically soon.
All things are connected by origin.
Not too bad. Not too, I think it's a good place to end it. I don't know how much other one. Can't be that. Like I did at the very least like 10 minutes. Yeah, we ended it. We ended here. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video. I know I'm really hard pushed now to just an hour, but I feel like I'm gonna edit this video and upload them the best way. With the file size that is too big, it doesn't take render, it doesn't take long to. I think that is the best. Otherwise, render's never been a problem. Mostly uploading had problems. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys in the video. And hopefully, I'll record probably one more day. Yeah, I'll record a little bit more today. Then tomorrow, I'm gonna record more because I think my mom is out tomorrow for a bit, and then I can record normal, which means you don't need to hear my tone like this all the time.
Origin, and
Obviously, not really how I talk all the time. So, yeah. Thanks again. See you guys. Bye.